Kwam Yasharala is real. What is happening to their people? I was just here with a little joint. I just wanted to talk to you about something. I was watching the news earlier, and what I was watching and what I was paying attention to what's going on over there in Cuba. Cuba, not only just over there, we got in Haiti. Things are just going crazy, and what we don't realize is that we represent what we think is we representing ourselves or we doing our own thing. We come to realize that it's not that we are representing ourselves, but we stand behind this very same constitution or this same government that oppress us. So what I was watching on the news is how the DHS representative for the U.S. decided to say, yo, listen, giving a warning to the Cubans, don't come over to the U.S. You're not welcome over here, in other words. That's what he might as well have said. One thing about these people is that they'll tell you, yo, listen, you can't do this, you can't do that, you can't come over here, but they got to find it in a nice way or a nice approach in order to find out, or to let you know you're not welcome. So what they're telling the Cubans, in other words, if you're trying to cross over and you're trying to use the water to do this, yeah, you're not gonna make it, because it's uncertainty because of the hurricanes and things like that. So we're warning you, don't come over here. Now, at the end of the day, why don't y'all find a way, a better means of a course of action for them to come over here? What make it so bad is that the government just signed some type of bill of right for the Asians to actually be protected, right? From, Asian, whatever. So here it is. If you give the Asians protection that's over here, these people just want things free. But the Cubans is trying to look for freedom. They're trying to find a way to be able to come over and actually live their life, and where they don't have to live over there in oppression. Supposedly, this is the land of the free. Right? Y'all willing to give everything to any nation. So because that y'all willing to give everything to every nation, what about these people? Right? So we don't do these particular things. So these people decide to say, yo, listen, you can't come over here. In other words, we telling the Cubans, because y'all, whatever kind of issues y'all got going over there in Cuba, y'all not welcome. Now they're doing this particular thing because here it is. These people is rioting in every country. Everybody is starting to wake up towards something of reality. We waking up and not realizing that when we wake up in the morning, we go and chase after the thing that we already set in our heart. I got to wake up in the morning and go to work. I got to take care of my kids. I got to do these particular things. But that's not the thing that was really prescribed for us to do. We are supposed to be singing a song to the Most High God and making sure we giving him our praise towards him. So because of this now, when these people is starting to wake up, in a way where it kind of looks a little sad. It kind of looks a little, depressing when you're seeing that these people are having uproars in all of these countries. When you're seeing these people start doing these type of riots in all of these countries, it's because these people are waking up. They're starting to realize that my country and my government don't care about me. Here it is, the U.S., this man just admitted that he don't care about these Cubans. So if he don't care about the Cubans and how they're suffering and they need some place to go, how much more do he really care about us? And we here. Only reason why they have us here is because they already have us conditioned and they have us in that oppressed state. We're willing to do anything for that dollar. So because of this, they take advantage of that. But that's not the thing that we are supposed to be doing as children of God. God gave us a direct command on what we are supposed to be doing. And our King is going to show us that. Give me a second. Our King shows us that. King David shows us these things. So we'll know exactly what we need to do. Second. This is Psalms chapter 59, verse 16. But I will sing of thy power, yea, I will sing aloud of thy mercy in the morning. For thou hast been my defense and refuge in the day of my trouble. We got to understand it's the thing that we are supposed to be doing every morning when we wake up. We're supposed to make sure that we are observing and make sure we are doing all the law, statutes, and commandments at hand that's prescribed for us. And if we're not doing these things, the song that we are supposed to be singing is to make sure that things are being done righteously, according to the commandment. You know what I'm saying? But when that man for the U.S. decided to represent the U.S., he took a stance on saying, you know, I'm going to uphold the U.S. constitutional law. But what you got to remember is that these people would swear on the Bible. Okay? So because of this man swore on the Bible, but he swore not to uphold God's laws, he uphold the U.S. constitutional laws, which allows him to at least say, yo, to another nation, you can't come in here. What type of song is that? At the end of the day, David told us he's going to be our defense and our refuge in that time of trouble. So that man should have been singing a different type of song. But today, we need to be singing a different type of song. Instead of singing Jesus is on the main line, telling him what you want, how about we ask God, what can we do for you? How can I help you, Father? How can I actually bring forth the commandments? You dig what I'm saying? Every day, God woke up the prophets. Just like we wake up every morning, that mercy that's being given to us, which is waking up every morning, God could have took you in your sleep. He could have took you when you lay down yesterday, before you even thought about going to sleep. He could have took your life where you never wake up. So your mercy, when you wake up every morning, that is your beginning of mercy. That is God giving you that pleasure right there so you could be able to wake up and do a thing for him. You know what I'm saying? He did this to all of the prophets. Go to Jeremiah 25. I'm going to show you what I'm talking about. The reason why he was doing this is not just so... This is Jeremiah chapter 25, verse 4. And the Lord have sent unto you all his servants, the prophets, rising early and sending them. But ye have not hearkened, nor inclined your ear to hear. So because of this now, you know, when God wakes you up every morning, he is waking you up every morning not to go serve another man, not to go serve another nation, not to do whatever it is that you want. Your body is not your own. Your body belongs to God. And when God say, yo, listen, I'm going to put my spirit on your body. I wake you up in the morning. I want you to sing a song, sing my words to these particular people. See if they want to listen. See if they want to hearken. You dig what I'm saying? We are supposed to be doing these particular things and these things only. When Joshua brought us over into the land of Jordan, when he brought us over and we were supposed to take land, before we did anything, he even gave us the commandment from the Lord. And that commandment, when you go to it, is Joshua chapter 1. If you go to the book of Joshua chapter 1, these are the things that we are supposed to be doing. It's prescribed for us. This is the book of Joshua, chapter 1, verse 8. This book of the law shall not depart out of thy mouth, but thou shalt meditate therein day and night, that thou mayest observe to do according to all that is written therein. For then thou shalt make thy way prosperous, and then thou shalt have good success. So if I don't make sure and I observe day and night that I'm reading this law, if I don't make sure that I'm reading 4 chapters a day, and I decide to say, well, you know, I got other things I gotta be doing. I gotta make sure I take care of my job, my bills, things, that, and the third. Right now, I ain't got no time to be reading the word. Then yeah, you can kindly see what if you see the riots that's going on out there and in Cuba, if you see all of these riots that's going on out there in Haiti, if you see all of these things going on, and these people got TV too. They see us. They see that we're enjoying this and we're not actually saying, yo, you know what? The way these people is tearing down their government, we should be tearing down our government too. But half of us don't look at it like that. So what if those Colombians and those Haitians come over here and start bombing on us, start fighting on us, and beating on us because we enjoying the festivities of what this government is giving us? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that we have to stand up and fight for the Colombians. We not have to fighting for the Haitians. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is we need to start fighting more for God's word. Digging what I'm saying? And making sure we observe to do this. When he's waking up the prophets, I'm pretty sure everybody know what an Israelite is now. You don't see that person on the corner. You don't see every Israelite in the park. You seen him out there preaching the word. That's your mercy to let you know, get back to me. Get back to my word. Do my thing. You dig what I'm saying? So because of this, if we were to do these particular things, we wouldn't have all of these uproars of the people. We wouldn't have oppression. Right? But the things that we are doing, if you can clearly see, if the man is letting you know, if we observe to do this law day and night, everything that we put our hands to, it would prosper. Here it is. This man swore on the Bible, but to uphold the U.S. constitutional law, their way is not prospering. Biden administration looking real shaky right about now. You might want to judge that. But because you laid in bed with them, because you done made you a plan next month to get married or to go buy you a car, a new house, whatever the case may be, you already made plans for yourself in this world and these trying times. That's very good for you. You dig what I'm saying? That is different. You really shouldn't be doing that. But the thing that's going to come, you're not going to like. You dig what I'm saying? You're not going to like that when that situation come down on you. You is not gonna like when that situation come down on you. I'm telling you now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna be with you in 1 second. I'm just trying to find this little precept that I'm trying to get so you could be able to understand why I'm saying what I'm saying. sorry. This is Matthew chapter 9, verse 13. But go ye and learn what that meaneth. I will have mercy and not sacrifice, for I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. The reason why I was trying to find that precept to let you know or understand the thing that at the end of the day what he was trying to let it be known is that, but go ye and learn what that meaneth. To have righteousness and to be able to observe, to do the law, statutes, and commandments, that's the only way you could be able to obtain that righteousness and know what it is that we have to do for the Lord. And if we continue to do those particular things, that mercy that I was mentioning to you earlier, which is he waking us up early to, one, observe to make sure we're doing these law, statutes, and commandments. When we go outside on the highways and byways, we are making sure that we are following the 10 commandments. And we are keeping that and making sure everybody else is following that, right? And if we was able to do these particular things, but go ye and learn what that meaneth, I will have mercy and not sacrifice. He would have continued to been waking us up in the morning. There wouldn't have really been no need. Not to say that I'm grateful to the fact that he came down and led by an example on how we can fulfill the law. But he wouldn't have had to come down if we actually knew exactly how to fulfill the law. We didn't know how to. The pastors came to us and, all we got to do is come to church on a Sunday and preach and sing a song, a couple of songs. Come on, choir, sing Jesus is on the main line. Come on, tell them what you want, everybody, and then come and pay me. And guess what? To none avail, we kept on doing these particular things and nothing came about. But if we actually learned what it was to actually do the law, statutes, and commandments, this man wouldn't have had to come. I would have had continued mercy, and I wouldn't have had to sacrifice myself and die for you. And yet, not only am I going to die for you, you still not going to get it. You know what I'm saying? I've been waking up the prophets early in the morning, giving y'all mercy, showing you, and preaching to you. Nothing. So now you got to look at this world and see all of these riots that's going on. You got to see all of this oppression that's going on. When you seeing these particular things that's happening, it's because you haven't learned yet. You haven't learned my true mercy. You think everything of mercy of me is because you got your check a little early. You was able to get the day off today. You was able to get that appointment that you want. You was able to get in touch with that friend that you wanted to get in touch with. These are the things that we look forward to. We don't look for nothing of God. Right? So if we understood exactly the law, statutes, and commandments, if we understood when a man was talking and we understood if somebody was listening and you heard a righteous thing, you would add to it. And because of these particular matters now, we don't do these things. You know what I'm saying? For I am not come to call the righteous, but sinners to repentance. That secretary that's in that U.S. office that's thinking that he's doing something righteous, which is to tell the Cubans that they can't come in. No, you are not doing something righteous at all. But this is when you're looking at it, you may think that, this is a good thing. At least they keeping them at bay. Nah, those people should be able, that's the song that man should have been saying for those 2 or 3 minutes that he did that recording or that interview. He should have been saying, you know what? All of this land that we got over here, come on. All of these Walmarts that we got over here, come on. We're going to get tents and we're going to put y'all in the park. We're going to barricade y'all so make sure nobody don't touch y'all or even offend y'all. We're going to make sure we're going to try to figure out a course of action for food, whatever. It would cost a lot less for you to go to Walmart and get some tents and some bedding for these people. If we have to sleep outside, we'll figure it out. You digging what I'm saying? But we can come up with a $3.3 trillion infrastructure bill. You know what I got for my infrastructure out in East Orange, New Jersey? I got some good solid white lines and some good orange lines. This is just to indicate, to let you know, because before we didn't know if it was a turning lane or if it was to go straight. So now we can determine whether I can make a left or go straight. Now that's the only thing I got for infrastructure. And this costs $3.3 trillion. I don't know if your land got some good lines or not, but if you happen to get some, you got to really look at this thing and say, well, damn, the Cubans can't come over here because we trying to keep this clean? Nah, I don't really care about that. I care about all my people. And those people is my people, just like y'all my people. And I'm going to come out here and make sure I use my mercy of what God gave me, which is to wake up every morning, to observe, to make sure I'm doing these laws, statutes, and commandments, and making sure that my brother and sister is doing the same. If I love the Father with all my mind, body, and soul, I have to love my neighbor as myself. So if I do that, and if I love to keep the Sabbath day, if I love righteousness, guess what? I can continue to let my brothers and sisters know these are the things we doing, and these are the things that we need to do. Guess what? My brother and sister don't have to worry about missing the Sabbath day. They get to keep it. They don't kill. They get to actually save a life. They don't steal. They actually get to restore. You know what I'm saying? Kwame Yasharala, people.